We ran across the schoolyard, crawled under the fence to Deer's pasture behind our house, climbed our back fence, and were at the back steps before Jem would let us pause to rest. Respiration normal, the three of us strolled as casually as we could to the front yard. We looked down the street and saw a circle of neighbors at the Radley front gate. "We better go down there," said Jem. "They'll think it's funny if we don't show up." Mr. Nathan Radley was standing inside his gate, a shotgun broken across his arm. Atticus was standing beside Miss Maudie and Miss Stephanie Crawford. Miss Rachel and Mr. Avery were nearby. None of them saw us come up. We eased in beside Miss Maudie, who looked around. "Where were you all? Didn't you hear the commotion?" "What happened?" asked Jem. "Mr. Radley shot at a Negro in his collar patch." "Oh, did he hit him?" "No," said Miss Stephanie. "Shot in the air. Scared him pale, though. Says if anybody sees a white ant around, that's the one. Says he's got the other barrel waiting for the next sound he hears in that patch. And next time he won't aim high, be it dog, or Jem Finch." "Ma'am?" asked Jem. Atticus spoke. "Where are your pants, son?" "Pants, sir?" Pants. It was no use. In his shorts before God and everybody. I sighed. Mr. Finch?" In the glare from the streetlight, I could see Dill hatching one. His eyes widened. His fat cherub face grew rounder. "What is it, Dill?" asked Atticus. "I won 'em from 'em," he said vaguely. "Won them? How?" Dill's hand sought the back of his head. He brought it forward and across his forehead. "We were playing strip poker up yonder by the fish pool," he said. Jem and I relaxed. The neighbors seemed satisfied. They all stiffened. But what was strip poker? We had no chance to find out. Miss Rachel went off like the town fire siren. "Jesus, Dill Harris! Gambling by my fish pool? I'll strip poker you, sir." Atticus saved Dill from immediate dismemberment. "Just a minute, Miss Rachel," he said. "I've never heard of them doing that before. Were you all playing cards?" Jem fielded Dill's fly with his eyes shut. "No, sir, just with matches." I admired my brother. Matches were dangerous, but cards were fatal. "Jem, Scout," said Atticus, "I don't want to hear of poker in any form again. Go buy Dills and get your pants, Jem. Settle it yourselves." "Don't worry, Dill," said Jem, as we trotted up the sidewalk. "She ain't going to get you. He'll talk her out of it." "That was fast thinking, son. Listen, you hear?" We stopped and heard Atticus's voice. "Not serious. They all go through it, Miss Rachel." Dill was comforted, but Jem and I weren't. There was the problem of Jem showing up some pants in the morning. "Give you some of mine," said Dill, as we came to Miss Rachel's steps. Jem said he couldn't get in them, but thanks anyway. We said goodbye, and Dill went inside the house. He evidently remembered he was engaged to me, for he ran back out and kissed me swiftly in front of Jem. "You all right here?" he bawled after us. Had Jem's pants been safely on him, we would not have slept much anyway. Every night sound I heard from my cot on the back porch was magnified threefold. Every scratch of feet on gravel was Boo Radley seeking revenge. Every passing Negro laughing in the night was Boo Radley, loose and after us. Insects splashing against the screen were Boo Radley's insane fingers picking the wire to pieces. The chinaberry trees were malignant, hovering, alive. I lingered between sleep and wakefulness until I heard Jem murmur, "Sleep, little Three Eyes? Are you crazy?" "Shh! Agnes' lights out." In the waning moonlight, I saw Jem swing his feet to the floor. "I'm going after him," he said. I sat upright. "You can't. I won't let you." He was struggling into his shirt. "I've got to." "You do and I'll wake up Atticus." "You do and I'll kill you." I pulled him down beside me on the cot. I tried to reason with him. "Mr. Nathan's going to find him in the morning, Jem. He knows you lost him. When he shows in the Atticus, it'll be pretty bad. That's all there is to it. Oh, I'm back to bed. That's what I know, said Jim. That's why I'm going after him. I began to feel sick. Going back to that place by himself? I remembered Miss Stephanie. Mr. Nathan had the other barrel waiting for the next sound he heard, be it N, dog. Jem knew that better than I. I was desperate. Look, it ain't worth it, Jem. A licking hurts, but it doesn't last. Look at your head shot off, Jem. Please. He blew out his breath patiently. It's like this, Scout, he muttered. Atticus ain't ever whipped me since I can remember. I want to keep it that way. This was a thought. It seemed that Atticus threatened us every other day. You mean he's never caught you at anything? Maybe so, but I just want to keep it that way, Scout. We shouldn't have done that tonight, Scout. It was then, I suppose, that Jem and I first began to part company. Sometimes I did not understand him, but my periods of bewilderment were short-lived. This was beyond me. Please, I pleaded. Can't you just think about it for a minute? By yourself in that place? Shut up. It's not like he'd never speak to you again or something. I'm going to wake him up, Jem. I swear I am. Jem grabbed my pajama collar and wrenched it tight. And I'm going with you, I choked. No, you ain't. You just make noise. It was no use. I unlatched the back door and held it while he crept down the steps. It must have been 2:00. The moon was setting, and the lattice-work shadows were fading into fuzzy nothingness. Jem's white shirt-tail dipped and bobbed like a small ghost dancing away to escape the coming morning. A faint breeze stirred and cooled the sweat running down my sides. He went the back way through Deer's pasture, across the schoolyard, and around to the fence, I thought. At least that was the way he was headed. It would take longer, so it was not time to worry yet. I waited until it was time to worry and listened for Mr. Radley's shotgun. Then I thought I heard the back fence squeak. It was wishful thinking. Then I heard Atticus cough. I held my breath. Sometimes when we made a midnight pilgrimage to the bathroom, we would find him reading. He said he often woke up during the night, checked on us, and read himself back to sleep. I waited for his light to go on, straining my eyes to see it flood the hall. It stayed off, and I breathed again. The night crawlers had retired, but ripe chinaberries drummed on the roof when the wind stirred, and the darkness was desolate with the barking of distant dogs. There he was, returning to me. His white shirt bobbed over the back fence and slowly grew larger. He came up the back steps, latched the door behind him, and sat on his cot. Wordlessly, he held up his pants. He lay down, and for a while I heard his cot trembling. Soon he was still. I did not hear him stir again.